Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are back here in Kanagawa Prefecture to learn about 3 very special products all made locally in Kanagawa. Now, many of you guys watch our videos because you either love Japanese food or you want to learn more about it, which is why we are super happy to be collaborating with Kanagawa Prefecture and Kokoro Cares. Kokoro Cares is a subscription service that delivers authentic Japanese ingredients to your doorstep. This month, they're offering 7 special products, all from Kanagawa Prefecture. To learn more about Kokoro Cares, click on the link in the description and make sure to use our code to get 10% off your first order. On our previous video, we went to the Iwai Sesame Oil Company to learn about Japan's best sesame oil. We chatted with the owner who makes the akamoku seaweed curry. Finally, we visited a soybean farm to find out why the tsukui soybean is the best in the country. On this video, we'll be going to a factory that produces a special sobako or buckwheat flour, and then an Ume Shop with over 150 years of history, and finally a tea farm to learn about Kanagawa's famous Ashigara Tea. We just got off the train. We arrived at Ashigara Station. First stop is a Soba Factory. Here we are at Kutsuma Buckwheat Milling Company located in Odawara. That's in Kanagawa Prefecture. And we are here to meet the CEO of the company, Mr. Kutsuma, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the history of the company, as well as talk a little bit about the soba karinto and the soba okoshi snacks.
皆さんはじめまして、そば粉のKutsuma Seifun株式会社、代表取締役のKutsuma博之と申します。弊社は、明治36年創業、今年で、創業118年目を、迎えさせていただきました。国内産の、上物、いいものをとにかく材料で使おうということを決めまして、国産を主体に北米産も中国産もありますけれども、とにかくその美味しいそば粉、品質のいいそば粉を作っていこうという理念のもと現在に至っております。食べ比べの機会って皆さんないと思うんですけど、全部その木一本で打った時にやっぱ国産に勝るものはないんですね。味とかバランスで。でどうしてもその輸入物は船で運んでいきますから、水分値というものがあって、国産よりも少し低めに持ってこないといけない。この低めにというのがポイントで、どうしてもそれを食べると変な苦み、えぐみが出てしまう。やっぱり国産に勝るものはないなというのは実際食べていつも感じることです。顔が見える、生産者の顔も見える原材料屋になろうよと言って、今そういうことをもうメインテーマでねやってます。歴史がある食べ物ですから、まず食べて美味しい。それと、健康面からしますと、ほぼほぼ低脂肪の高タンパク、タンパク価が高いんですね。それと、ここ10年ぐらいですかね、ルチンという、栄養素が注目されていますけれども、これは血液をサラサラにする。ポリフェノールも体の血管をきれいにする、働きもありますし、抗酸化作用もあります。まずそば粉を売るのは当たり前だと。それで高品質を目指していったんですけれども、そば粉のいろんな用途として、小麦粉のお菓子はいっぱいありますけども、そば粉を使ったものっていうのはほぼほぼなかったと思うんです。20年30年前は。でかりんとうは市場に出回っている黒糖を使ったかりんとうではなくて、そば粉を使ってかりんとうを作れないかなというところで、かりんとう屋さんといろいろと作って食べて改良してっていうのを繰り返して、今のその市場に出回っているかりんとうは全く違うですね、軽いサクサクした感じのかりんとうの開発に成功しました。あとおこしですね。でおこしもやっぱりカリカリして香ばしいところはあるんですけども、そこにそばの実を入れたらどうかということで、その健康というヘルシーというところを考えて、そばの実を一緒に練り込んで、焼くという工程でそばの実を起こしというものが出来上がりました。美味しいもの、グルメな意味でも、健康志向の意味でも、おそばは本当にいい、食べ物だと思っています。皆さんどんどん、若い人も含めて、どんどん食べていただけたらというふうに思います。
So this is the inside of the buckwheat seed, the soba seed. and I'm gonna try it out. They said you can just eat it like this. Here we go. You know what? It kind of tastes like nuts. It's very nutty, like a very mild nut with a faint flavor of soba. That's so interesting. It's delicious, actually.
It's like a nuts. コリコリっと。
This is where those soba seeds are turned into buckwheat flour, the ingredient to make soba. So this is where the seeds go in, and it goes down here, and this stone here grinds up the seeds into the buckwheat flour, and it goes down into here. And just standing here in this factory, you can smell the buckwheat. It's very earthy and really, really interesting. So the first time they grind the seeds, it turns into this white powder. And this is the base for the soba noodles. However, you do have some remnants left over, and so they grind it up one more time over here, and then it turns into this. As you can see, the colors are different. This is lighter and this is darker. The darker powder has more buckwheat flavor. However, you can't make the noodles just with this. You have to mix it up with this one. This gives soba the texture.
We really enjoyed and learned so much about soba at Kutsuma Seifun company.
Yes, now I know why certain soba tastes a certain way now. So interesting. And after that, the owner took us to a soba shop. What is it called?
Tokian.
Tokian. And they use the soba made by Kutsuma milling company. And the way it goes down your throat is so smooth, and it was delicious, and the tempura is so good.
Now we came back to the in front of Odawara station. Here is a Chinriu Honten. They sell Ume plum stuff, and this time we introduce Ume plum ginger dip.
This place has been doing business for 150 years, so they have a long history, and we're gonna go meet the owner, talk to him a little bit, and see what makes his products so special. Hello, Nicola, nice to meet you.
Hello, welcome to our shop. So welcome to Chinriu Honten in Odawara, close to the station. And our company was established in 1871, exactly 150 years ago. The second generation then focused on Ume products, and now my wife is the fifth generation of the same family, and we focus on products made from Ume, red shiso, and sakura cherry blossoms. Well, the Hojo clan, who ruled Odawara for 5 generations, actually ordered Ume trees to be planted. And the reason is that when the warriors went to the battle, they needed citric acid and especially salt, because the armors were heavy and you would be sweating. So actually umeboshi was part of the food for the armies when they went to battle, and therefore they needed many trees. We have more than 15 different types of umeboshi, and many of them we do it exactly to the same recipe as 150 years ago. And in our shop we have a museum corner, which could be quite interesting. So here you have a very large barrel, which we used 150 years ago to make umeboshi. You can make about 600 kilograms of umeboshi in that. And we also, since we have been established, even before, every year take fresh umeboshi and put them in a jar. So we have umeboshi here on display, which are more than 150 years old, and I mean, depending on the year and how it was sealed, it's just the stone and some powder left. Sometimes there is some liquid. And here we have Ume on display from people born around these times.
So this time we are introducing you guys to the Ume ginger dip. That sounds really interesting.
And it's a very new item we developed recently. It was actually developed by our foreign employees.
Wow, really?
And what we are using is two traditional ingredients. One is ginger pickled in shiso, and the other one is umeboshi paste.
Interesting.
And we also make that as a paste and add more ingredients and spices. And it's then a dip which is perfect for, let's say, vegetable sticks or on grilled meat.
That sounds good.
It's very refreshing, and you have a really nice balance of acidity and saltiness.
Yeah, all our viewers know I like that combination of sweet, salty, sour. I love sour things, period. I love umeboshi as well, so that's going to be perfect.
And many people in the West don't eat umeboshi with rice. So we thought, but many people like the flavor. So we said, okay, we have to present it another way so you can enjoy it also in a salad dressing, for example.
Right.
So you can use it as a condiment and combine it with all kinds of dishes.
Yeah,
would be interesting to see what people make from it.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. And by the way, I noticed you have a lot of umeboshi here.
Yes, well, we have about 15 different types of umeboshi. Umeboshi are made once a year and then mature.
Oh, I see. Once a year.
And they mature at least for a year. So this one here, this is matured for 1 year, and it's really sour. And actually people say umeboshi peaks the flavor at 3 years. That's when it's at its best.
One more thing I'd like you to introduce us to or talk about is your little sweets here.
Oh yes, we're trying new things. So, I mean, we think of how can we eat and enjoy ume in different ways. So one is the umeboshi pound cake. We take umeboshi, make a jam from it, and put it in the pound cake, so it's not too sweet. The most popular new product is the ume brownie.
Oh yeah, that looks so good.
Okay, so in order to make 3 years matured umeboshi, you actually cannot just use any ume. You need to take really high quality ume. And we get them from contract farmers with whom we work for 3-4 generations, who give us the ume from that specific field, because they actually last the best for 3 years. So basically we take the ume, we pickle them in salt, then during the hottest period of the year they are sun-dried for a few days, and not just sun-dried, but every day you need to turn them, and then they go back into barrels to mature for at least a year.
All right, guys, after hearing all that, how can you leave the shop without buying anything? That's literally impossible. So first thing we're gonna get is the ume pound cake. That looks so good, as well as the ume brownie. That's the best seller. Located in the southwestern part of Kanagawa Prefecture, Odawara is the gateway to Hakone, the famous hot springs resort. Odawara is particularly famous for the Odawara Castle located within walking distance from Odawara Station. The coastal waters are famous for having some of the most beautiful and cleanest waters, and is especially popular with scuba divers. Make sure to try some of their local specialties such as their fish cakes and umeboshi pickled plums. Alright guys, we have one more place to visit today. We are at Yaga Station in the mountain area. Yes, and as you can see, it's raining. It's raining. So happy we brought umbrellas today. Yeah. The last place is a green tea factory because this place is famous for Ashigara green tea.
株式会社神奈川県農協茶業センターの営業の森谷隆治と申します。当社は神奈川県で生産された緑茶を一元的に集荷をし、仕上げ加工、また袋詰めをして足柄茶というブランドで販売をしております。足柄茶の歴史は大正12年の関東大震災産業復興策として旧清水村から栽培の方が始まり、今では神奈川県の県西地域を中心に販売をしております。昼夜の気温差、また霧が立つお茶の栽培に適した産地で、昔ながらの普通蒸しの製法でお茶の製造を行っております。味わいはお茶のうまみ甘み、それと苦み渋みのバランスの取れた香り高い品質になっております。安心安全なお茶の栽培に 努めて、良質なお茶の生産に努めていただいております。そういった足柄茶を多くの方にですね飲んでいただき、生活の中にですね取り入れていただいたら嬉しく思います。茶摘み。ああ、お茶だお茶だ。
So guys, we're here in the middle of the Ashigara tea fields. It is stunning, it's so beautiful. We're standing on top of a mountain, and you look all around, all you see is tea fields. It's so beautiful with clouds, or is that fog in the background? But it's just such a beautiful view from here.
This is tea leaves. It's not harvest season. Harvest season here is spring, early summer and late autumn. Very beautiful young leaf will comes from the top, and they pick the top. This part. This area is in the mountain area, and this climate, this mountain and climate makes delicious tea.
We end this video at Miyuki Beach in Odawara. We want to thank everyone who took their time out to meet with us and share their passions with us as well as our viewers. Once again, if you guys are interested in trying out these products that we featured in this video as well as our last video, check out Kokoro Cares. They are offering 10% off your first purchase. They're offering all 7 products in one Kanagawa collection, so don't miss out.
Thank you for watching. See you on next delicious video. Bye bye.
Bye guys.